Kane! And the Skeletons have done it, Pezzy lad. They've taken home the big lollipop. This is all brought to you by ACCO, India's leading digital insurance company. My name is Ian Higgins. Sam Perry sits across from me and I hear Pez. The Skeletons have won the big old lollipop. They've taken it home, which is a win for us, I feel.
Oh, of course. Far Lap, Crowded House.
Yeah.
And now the New Zealand cricket team. That's all part of a one big East Australia block, I believe. So, yeah, no doubt there'll be a ticker tape parade here in Australia for our Anzac brothers, who we're very close to and have never had a problem with.
Anzac cookies, pavlovas. It's going to be a hell of a day.
The whole thing.
Pez, can you give day 6 to me in grade terms?
With pleasure, mate. Build a bit of pressure. They'll take the gas.
Take the gas. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get into it.
I feel like I've not convinced you on that one.
Take the gas. Do you think India took the gas?
I think it was just a 6-7 day arm wrestle, and eventually the pressure told. Yeah, in that fourth innings, so New Zealand built and built and built, and then crack.
What's that?
I don't know. A bamboo stick.
India appeared to have beaten some pandas. All right, give me the 3 things, Pez.
Okay, first thing, he goes, Jamo and friends break India open. I start with Jamo. Though he didn't take as many wickets as his compatriots Bolt and Southey, it was he who started the procession with the key wickets of Coach and Pujara.
Oh, yeah, big time.
I thought as the day started, Coach and Pujara had a bit of intent about them. They weren't blocking balls landing at the feet. They were forcing. There was a bit of punch to it. And we're all thinking, is this on? I've got a hyperactive thyroid. Is this on? You know, the sun was out. Good judges were saying batting's going to get easier. And we're obviously damaged Australians thinking India can do this. They can do it. And I thought Pujara, who normally leaves the ball at his feet every time if he decides to play it at all, even he had a little bit of punch to him. But then Jamo gets the ball, or Killer, as some people are suggesting we call him. Call him what we fucking want.
I call him my friend. He doesn't.
You still our friend?
He doesn't call me that. But who's this?
He says who this? Yeah. And it was the crucial first hour of the 6th day that we knew would decide the direction of the game. Yeah. And it went big boy versus big boy, alpha on alpha in their own right. Kohli, the world alpha, versus the emerging alpha of Kyle Jamieson of Killer.
Yeah.
And he did it again, Jamo. I mean, Kohli looked comfortable against every other bowler, to my mind, and he did not at any stage feel that way about Jamieson. No. He was hopping all over the place, and he eventually he just got him out there.
It was flashed him,
mate. And you know, I think the match swings on it, and on both occasions, first innings and second time around.
Jamo got player of the match. There's a great photo of him in the sheds afterwards. The fucking big boy, spread leg, cut lunch, see you later, a couple of trophies. Oh, that's a hell of a circuit tonight or last night, whatever. He's probably still going. Good luck to him. Mate, what a spell of bowling in both innings. Undoubtedly the player of the game in this game. I can't remember his exact figures.
Mate, I do. I've got him here. Yeah, 7 for 61. That's all well and good. 44 overs.
7 for 61 or 44. Pitch it up, Jamo.
Yeah. It's a bit fuller, I reckon, mate. Mate, the thing I'll remember most about Jamison's game and the observations of it was how hard the ball was slapping BJ Watling's gloves. So every time he took it, it just jolted him a little bit.
BJ Watling, love and respect. Congratulations on your final game. Sorry about dislocated finger, like it's my fault.
Yeah.
There were times when it's looked like, they've given someone else, they've given like a third string wicketkeeper because he's like, he also catches it. In Australia, you get taught to catch on your left hip. So if it's a right-hand batsman, you catch to cover the most amount of ground, right? Yeah. He often catches it on his right-hand side. Yeah. And he's very effective, don't get me wrong. But there's a lot of times when Jamo was bowling where it's like, he was like, and his feet are staggered, as well.
There seems to be a...
which just says Jamison's fucking bowling rapid.
Exactly. And there semes to be like an incongruity between the effort that Jamison's putting into the ball and the velocity on it. Like you can hear him grunt a little bit. He goes, but like it doesn't... Just listen to him and see what I did there. It was about the same.
Yeah. Heard a lot of that in his hotel room that night as well.
Doesn't seem to have a fast twitch, Jamieson, but the ball has got weight on it.
Yeah, there's some weight on it.
I thought he decided the match with that crucial
undoubtedly
defeat of Coley.
Undoubtedly. That's when the game was open for New Zealand. I thought as soon as there was that little 10-minute window when he got Coley and Pajara, and it was like, I don't think.
And then Southee dropped him. Dropped Pant. Dropped Punt.
Yeah.
And but then Southee and Bolt and Wagner went to work, and we'll get into the second one now. You happy with that? Yeah, second one. So Punt threatens, but with little support.
Yeah.
So
it was fun to watch though.
It was, because he didn't even look like he was motoring, but you'd watch his score, like he's doing something here. He's doing something, Rishabh.
Yeah. I thought when Southee dropped him, I thought that was New Zealand gone. I thought
they're gone.
First thing thought, match fixing.
Yeah, of course. Or do you have that when there's any no ball? You know, like, even if it's by the infinitesimal margin and they get the slow mo going on, it's like, oh, okay, what's going on there?
When Rahane got strangled down the leg side off Wagner, and they're checking the
Bolt, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, was it Bolt? Yeah, it was Bolt. Yeah, who did Wagner get then? Wagner got Jadeja.
Yeah.
He got Jadeja.
Bumped him, then went full.
And then he sort of went like, he was lying around the wicket. Yeah. He was going to cross him, he nicked him off. And they checked the popping crease line. And it was just slow. I was like, oh, bit of match fixing going on there.
Just something about the slowness of the motion of the camera.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Punt
running down the wicket. It was like, it's fucking crazy. It was like 5 for 60 effectively. Yeah. He's running down the wicket. It's like, I can still win it from here. I'll bowl a few overs as well.
You would feel that way. It's the last thing you'd want to see as a Kiwi, because I thought he was still being reasonably measured, and you still look at his score and it was like, oh, it's nearly a run of ball there. Like he hasn't even exploded yet. And then Nichols took a sensational catch running back off him.
I don't know if that got enough love. That's a fucking screamer.
Yeah, he knew it. He knew it,
mate.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was particularly windy yesterday, but irrelevant. Like when a ball goes like that, when it's hit with that sort of spin behind, it goes behind point. That thing is fucking swirling. Yeah. And you get like, what isn't it? So I was going to say, it's like cognitive dissonance. It's not that.
Dizzy.
Yeah. It's dizzy. It's Jason Gillespie.
Yeah.
When you're looking over your head,
your depth perception,
disorientated, and you can see how late his hands move from his position to like going to here. Yeah. It's a fucking screamer, that catch.
Because with the spin on, it drops quickly as well. Exactly. Doesn't have that symmetrical parabola,
doesn't have a parabolic
which is what
arc.
we talk about at grade cricket when we take these catches.
Yeah. That one didn't have the parabolic arc.
We're going to do a couple with spin without the symmetrical parabola on it. Okay, so it'll drop quicker.
Yeah. Did you have sex last night?
Yeah. What's sex? I read a book about it once. It was a really good catch.
It was a really good catch.
That was what I sounded like when I first said sex. That was done.
Yeah.
That's not true.
No. A couple of rain delays.
So just in terms of the little support for Punt as well, it's going to be so... Look, should say for the viewers out there, we're going to do a review of the day here, and then we're going to do like a main kind of analysis of the game generally and what it all means on our main podcast, which is going to come out today, tomorrow, or something like that.
We've delayed it this week because we wanted to let this game finish. Yeah. I didn't think it'd take a week and a half, but hey, here we are.
That's right. Yeah. But yeah, I suppose people are going to ask questions about Pujara hasn't scored runs for a while, really. Coley, no runs for a while, no match winning runs. Rahane obviously had the Gabba, had the Aussie tour. Bumrah not really so good. There's gonna be lots of reasons put forward, a lot of scapegoating and stuff like that. I thought India played pretty well. And I thought New Zealand just played a little bit better.
I said this yesterday. They're clearly the two best teams in the world.
Yeah.
And there's no shame to losing to New Zealand in England when conditions are like this. I was going to write down a list of things that Indians can say of reasons why we lost this game.
Yeah.
They always lose first game of the series.
Yes.
Kohli never wins a toss. Fairly important this one. New Zealand doesn't count. New Zealand had 2 warm-up test matches before this.
Summer solstice,
match fixing.
Yep.
And those are just 6 off the top of my head. So
ICC bad scheduling of the game.
Bad scheduling of the game
in England.
Yep.
Yes. All right. Finally, here goes. Third thing, Kane and Taylor finished things off, and I just liked it because it was real brothers in arms stuff.
Yeah, it was.
Those two. Like Taylor's flick for 4 to win the game. Somebody said it to Titanic music, really. When you consider the history of New Zealand cricket, the guys that have gone before them, the amount of heartache they've had, bad luck, decisions based on stupid rules, stupid MCC rules or whatever. you could not begrudge them or do anything but feel like extremely happy for them when they ended up winning that game with those two at the crease.
I was really satisfied with how much they celebrated in the sheds because I just got the feeling in this game, and it's probably just because consuming cricket through the Australian lens my entire life, that it has to be like helter-skelter, through the chest, in your faces, sledging for no reason, aggression, press conferences. And this didn't have any of that. Flashpoints everywhere. Yeah. And this didn't have any of that. It was just two great teams going at it, and it's ended up being a great game. I don't think the difference between these two teams is 8 wickets. It's probably New Zealand deserved to win. They were in front basically the entire game. But it was so satisfying for New Zealand to win and celebrate in that way, like the flash to the sheds of boys just going fucking mental, because it just shows how much it meant to them. You know, I didn't get that sense until that point, I think. And you sort of read the comments, especially of Ross Taylor, who was obviously playing the World Cup finals in 2019, how much that hurt them. And we spoke to Jimmy Neesham a couple of times in the past. We've spoken to Ross. We haven't spoken to Kane, but we've spoken to a couple of other Kiwi guys, and how much that hurt them would have been absolutely hurt them, not in the sense as like, oh, that was tough to take. Hurt them emotionally. That's the pinnacle of the one-day game, and they won that game 4 or 5 times in 2019. Yep. They won that game so many times. And then to get to this point again is a remarkable effort, and then to beat India like this, where they truly deserve to win, is good for them. Yeah, fucking good for them.
100%. Has anybody cut a more fatherly figure than Kane Williamson at the crease in the second innings? It was Dad. Great to see you, Dad. You've come home. No, it was so safe.
Yeah.
Both innings. And that's off the back of looking a bit scratchy against England in that first game, not having put up any numbers against Australia when out here the summer before. I missed the old Kane, but the old Kane returned.
Oh, and Daddy's back.
He's captained that ship.
Oh, mate.
Oh, it was safe as. You can't begrudge it. Got a message from somebody asking if we could say the word for now. So that's a Maori term for extended family. I'm not sure if that means... because I'm not from New Zealand, so it stands to reason I don't know what it really means. But I'm not sure if
know what that means.
It's a word that means extended family. It means more than family. The English translation is family, but it's more of an extended sense of family.
It's a Maori type,
perhaps the entire country feels that way. And maybe if you want to get Australia in on that as well, extended family. We fought wars together and stuff like that. Could we have a slice of that? Oh, we need something.
Oh, slice of heaven.
Yeah. And now he goes on to RCGC, and thanks to ACCO. Those who are asking whether ACCO could insure against the rain, no, they can't. But they can do a lot.
We asked.
Yeah, someone in the comments said that ACCO looked after them while he was lost in the jungle for 3 days or something. So, I don't know. That's the kind of marketing pizzazz we can bring. But
where was he, in New York or?
Yeah, no, he said I'd moved to Sydney. Still had my Indian car insurance with ACCO, and they still helped me when I got lost in the jungle. Like, Australia doesn't have a jungle, so I don't know if that's an ACCO plant in there. I don't know.
Mate, I played a few away games where it had been like a jungle.
Maybe that was it. It was a grade player. All right, Harsh Kumar writes in. He goes,
what does he say?
And this is the question that if Indians are still watching this video are asking. Hashtag RCGC boys. Asian century has fallen, and it has not even been a year. Is this the result of India not worshipping at the altar of Off-Bail? Should we disown the new script, which was started from the Gabba, and follow the Victorian-era principles of cricket? Explain it to me in grade terms. Why? Why is this happening to me?
Yeah, this is a tough one where cricket just comes back to you. Why is this happening to me? And really, there are 5 million people in New Zealand who are just chuffed to bits because the Hurricanes and the Highlanders are playing this weekend. Or whatever.
They're good footy players.
Yeah. How many of the current New Zealand team would trade it all in for one game of the World Cup?
100% of them.
The All Blacks.
100% of them.
Even
Neil
Colin.
Neil Wagner.
Yeah. Do you reckon Colin, to celebrate, be cutting off his hair?
Mate, isn't Colin de Grandhomme home making us look like we've got egg on our face after the shit we gave him coming out to Australia looking like a second grader?
Yeah.
He's a World Test Championship, champion.
Yeah.
I guess now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still don't rate him. No.
Twos. I said this before. We could well have already been living in the New Zealand century.
Yeah.
What can India do now to recapture that? Well, they can win the World Cup They can just win the next thing, which happens in 3 weeks.
Start by winning an ICC trophy.
Wasn't there a stat going around the last seven major ICC trophy winners have been won by 7 different countries? That's good. Right. That's a good era.
Mate, have I missed something? But like this language of an ICC event seems to have crept up. It's just a fucking World Cup. Isn't it? Oh, why do we have to? It's like saying a FIFA World Cup. Like, I mean, why do we have to say that? Anyway, just a little bugbear of mine at the wrong time.
Clearly,
it's an ICC event.
I'm sorry I brought it up.
Give a fuck about an ICC event. Gives a shit.
Yeah.
Look, the Asian century has been forced to cool our jets.
Yes,
no doubt about it.
Yes.
But a cooling is all it's needed.
Yeah.
I think everyone needs to cool their jets. I think the trends suggest that the century's fine.
Once India beat England 5-0, then they'll be okay.
Look, I'm afraid of the BCCI's response to all of this.
What, take this video down?
No, not. I just mean just not winning. I mean,
I see.
What levers or levers can be pulled to bring on and ensure the Asian century.
Dada's got some stuff going on in the back.
Well, and that's his job. That's his job.
True.
It is funny. He goes, speaking about what does this mean for me?
Yes.
When we called on the rise of the Asian century after India beat us at the Gabba, aka they beat me at the Gabba.
Yes.
The inference was that, if they beat me, then nobody else will win, ever. Now New Zealand have just played some tough cricket to knock them over.
Yeah.
It's a bitter old time for Australia and our place. So what does it mean for me? It's
hang on a second.
Yeah. We're like, oh, the world is over. They beat us. New Zealand go and knock them over. What does that say about us?
Yeah, but we beat them 3-0, so we're the World Test Championship final winners, baby.
I'm going to say that. It really puts a bit of context into that 3-0 series win. What a win.
Yeah, what a win. What a win.
Yeah. They didn't even want to play Jamieson in that series because they were afraid of what we'd do to him.
He'd played before. No, didn't he play in Sydney? Didn't Jamieson play in Sydney? Because I remember last year talking about on the main podcast.
We wanted him to play. Yeah. We're like, bring out the height.
I was like, who the fuck is this? He's absolute rig.
They protected him.
Yeah, well,
again,
now he's the fucking best bowler in the world.
Exactly.
He's already taken 300 wickets 300 at 14.
Wickets, yep.
Fucking hell, what a bowler.
Average about 20 odd. Yeah, we're meant to have that with Cameron Green, aren't we?
Yeah. We'll win the next one in 2 years if they keep playing it.
Hey, we're struggling.
Yeah, for what? Content?
Love. Human spirit.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Thank you very much, Tobacco. Thank you much for your support out there over the last 6-7 days or whatever. You know what? There might be some big interviews next week. There might be.
Stay tuned.
We'll also be back for the main podcast later on today. But you know where to find us. Like and subscribe to this video. Get around us, and we in turn will get around you. Thank you so much for supporting us this past week. Well done to the Kiwi brethren over there across the ditch. We'll see you guys on YouTube later.